Hey, it's Pastor Craig. I grew up a Hawk fan, so I have to give you my one Coach K story. You're probably wondering why we selected the story and reading his book, Leading with the Heart. And being an Iowa fan, I always hated Duke. I hated Coach Krzyzewski. Not hated, but didn't despise him, let's put it that way, because it seems like they always beat Iowa in the second round of the tournament. And then I heard him speak last summer at Chicago, and he told this story about he was asked who was his best basketball player he's ever coached, and he said Kobe Bryant, who I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He could score 60 points a game. Coach K said, no disrespect to Michael Jordan, I've coached him. That's my personal favorite player. And no disrespect to LeBron, but Kobe is clearly the best that I've ever coached. And he told the story that when he was coaching the Olympics, Coach K was, and he had LeBron and he had Kobe. Kobe was taking these wild shots, like Caitlin Clark-esque shots, but missing all of them. And LeBron went to the coach and said, Coach, we can't have him taking these shots. I'm going to talk to Kobe. And Coach K said, LeBron, I'm the coach. I'll speak with him. And so he said he stayed up all night. He made an appointment the next day. He stayed up all night worrying about, what am I going to say to Kobe Bryant, the greatest player in the world, to tell him not to take these basketball shots. So he put together a tape of lowlights, and he invited Kobe into his office, sat him down, said he watched the lowlights, and he looked him in the eyes, and he said, Kobe, we can't have you taking these shots. If you take these type of shots in the Olympics when they start up, we not only will not win the gold medal for the United States, we will not medal. And he said there was a beat, and Kobe looked in the eye and said, okay, Coach. And that was it. So Coach K says, why was I staying up all night worrying about it? But it's important that they had that mutual accountability with each other. He said it paid off in the championship game. You'll remember they played, I don't know if it was China or something, and it came down to a basket. It was really, really close. And he said, I called timeout. We had the ball to win the game. And I grabbed my whiteboard, and he said, Coach K said, I felt a hand in the huddle come over my hand. And he said, I looked up, and it was Kobe. And he said, Coach, we don't need to call play. Coach K said, I looked over at LeBron. LeBron said, no, Coach, we don't need to call play. We're fine. He said, I looked at the rest of the guys in the eyes, and he said, yep, let's do it, Coach. And he says, okay, he put my whiteboard down. Go get him, boys, without calling a play. Of course, they gave the ball to Kobe, and of course, he scored and won the game, won the gold. But it all went back to that accountability when Coach K wasn't afraid to call his fellow team member into account, and they held each other mutually accountable, and that's what makes a real team. And so I'm just excited. I was hooked from that story, and I hope you are too, to have this study. I look forward to seeing you all guys every Thursday night that you can join us at 7 p.m. at Big Grove starting tonight, June 5th, and continuing through the summer. Hope you guys are doing a great job. Hope you guys are having a great day.